How many pieces she's going to have on her side? She's right now got 30 pieces on each side. And then we'll do tape-ins in the back. We're going to do 3 packages with tape. Okay. That's a whole different entity. So, now some of you guys got an opportunity to come up here and kind of watch me while we were doing our break. Biggest thing is you must keep these hair extensions 1/4 of an inch off the scalp. If they are any closer, they will cause your client great discomfort. Okay? They will call you with 4-letter words because this will hurt them and be very uncomfortable. They won't even be able to lay down. Now I do advise for the first couple days that they have these extensions, they're new, it's extra weight in the hair. I would definitely suggest for them to take some type of headache medicine, whatever their drug of choice is. They need to take something that, you know, will kind of dull the pain a little bit, but it's not going to be, it's just a different, you know, it's a weight. It's not necessarily that they're hurting. Now, if there's somebody that's prone to migraines, this probably would not be the service for them, okay? Tape-ins would be a little bit lighter and be easier if they're prone to headaches and whatnot. Can you feel them? What do you feel? Do you love them?
I do.
The color looks good. And this is also why it's so important to use multiple colors, because you guys can see, I mean, she's got a lot of different shades going on in there, right? So these are 3 different blondes that we've got going on. Also, you want to make sure that a little bit of that tip of the extension piece is going to be exposed. I mentioned this before, it's going to be just so that you can reattach the extension easier, because once you put it in a bead, it's going to be flat, right? So you need to maintain that roundness at the tip so that you can reapply it and reinsert it into a new bead. Understand? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so questions on application of individual extensions. Exciting, right? And here in a little bit, I'm going to leave this side open so that you guys can come up and actually do some individual pieces. Okay? Okay? Exciting?
How much you leave out?
Do what? Yes. No more than that, because it'll start to hook into the scalp.
How long does it take you to do a full head anymore?
About an hour, maybe an hour and a half. For a full set.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Yeah, it's a big eyelet.
Those little things that you can thread needles with.
I would do an application like this and do individuals on the side and tape-ins in the back.
Okay.
To make it easy for you and easy to blend.
Okay.
Because otherwise you're going to be putting in individuals all day long in the back.
Do you mix it up a lot?
If it's not curling, you don't have enough layers in the hair. Okay? You want to keep it as natural looking as possible, but without taking out too much bulk where it looks stringy on the ends. So the best way to do it is just take pie-shaped partings and slide your scissors 1/4 of the way open and just slide it. Kind of add a little bit of pressure, but not too much pressure. Not like when you're cutting with a razor. So that's why it's smartest to always use your long-bladed shears. Now, after that, we connected the layers. We're going to polish in detail. Some people have different methods and theories on polishing and detailing. I personally do it in my first steps, okay? I go in and I hold the hair as much as I can control, and I go in and point cut. Some people will go back. They will just at first cut a blunt line, but that adds more work, right? So I just go in and I texturize with point cutting at first from the jump, and then I don't have to go back and try to blend out that heavyweight line. And also it looks more natural when you do the point cutting versus doing a straight across. Okay, questions on blending? Pretty easy, right? Texturizing shears? No, you do not need that. The only time that I would ever use texturizing shears is prior to my extension service to maybe possibly thin out a weight line. Somebody that has a very stacked bob that, you know, is just going to be troublesome to try to, you know, connect. I would then texturize their hair at first Other than that, I would never use them on extensions. Okay, they want that thickness. And if you're needing to use texturizing shears, you probably have added too many pieces. So just take some out. Don't use your texturizing shears. Okay. Do's and don'ts. Okay. Do use today's extension brush. Remember, if we have one, we have three. We have one in the car, we have one at work, we have one at home. Always. They need to brush their hair 1 to 3 times a day. If they have curly hair, they don't want to break up their curls and they don't want to look like Diana Ross. A good method is called wishboning. I don't know if you guys are familiar or if you've seen it. You just take your hair and do vertical and horizontal partings and just separate it out. That way they don't nap on top of each other since they're not brushing. Okay. Otherwise, use your extension brush, scalp to ends. It's not going to hurt and it's not going to tangle. Otherwise, if they don't brush, you can tell us her after. Oh, okay. So,
Thank you for your time today.
oh, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. I hope you guys feel confident.
I'm very placement.
Yeah, but she does 3 different courses.
I'm trying to get where y'all
That's okay.
So that's what I'm going to see. Because you're going to find the supplies.
For this. Okay, center. Right. Going behind the eyelet. And then back to the tip. Right.
Do you cut with your left hand too?
I do. I cut with my left hand and with right shears. Is that not weird? I can't cut with left-handed shears for some
So
reason.
I'm left-handed, but I cut with my right hand. And I was noticing your hand position. Thank you.
Okay, I'll do the rest of this row and then I'll finish out the tape ends, just for time's sake.
Yeah, but when you do it, are you sliding it up with
The tip of the MPT tool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey Susan,
Yes?
I'm sorry, the Fusion Bond Remover, is it the same two we offer for the tape and are the same removers, correct?
It's the oil.
It's the oil base,
Or no, I'm sorry, it's the alcohol base.
the alcohol base.
You use the alcohol base on this one too.
You don't need to on the individuals.
Yeah, you just like clamp it like you did earlier, right?
Yeah.
Even after they've had it in like 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah, you don't have to break the bond.
Scott doesn't get off work till 4.
Now we're going to do tape ends.
Yeah, we want to do
So y'all can see. Okay. They have very active lifestyle and they're shampooing every single day. They're swimmers, they're athletes, they're out in the 117-degree weather running. I would definitely not choose tape in for them. They're,
Go to the Fusion.
I would go to the individuals, these, yeah.
You say that whenever you cut, do you normally angle it kind of down? You never pull the hair up? Do you pull whenever you cut?
Only when I'm like doing the layering.
Okay.
And do you apply the Fusion the same way with this one?
It's a whole different class. It's same type, kind of, but not really. I mean, Fusion's a whole different kind of entity. It's going to be heated up and...
So when you're cutting the layers, always slide cut, and then whenever you're cutting the perimeter, always point cut. So never point cut the layer.
I mean, you can. I just would keep it as soft as you possibly could and make it most natural. Okay.